witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Livingston. I wish I could take you home with me. Make that announcement every time at my household. Okay, so state, we ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, who's gonna be your next witness?
Gino Norris.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring in our jury.
Your Honor, this is another no.
Okay, and for the media, again, this is another non-law enforcement witness who does not wish to have their face broadcast.
Judge, he also is going to be asked where he's working, and he does not want that published.
Do you have to have that on the record?
I just like the jury.
Can you just ask him if he has a full-time job without disclosing where? And just do that. Okay, we're ready.
All rise.
Okay. Very good. Welcome back, everybody. All right, everyone have a seat. State, call your next witness.
State of Florida calls Gino Norris.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this class will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you may proceed, Mr. Herman.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court.
Yep.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you please state your name?
Gino Norris.
Mr. Norris, do you live in the city of Jacksonville?
Yes, sir.
And did you come down here to testify in this case?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a full-time job right now?
Yes.
Did you know an individual named Charles Jones?
Yes, sir.
And in 2024, June of 2024, do you remember him passing away?
Yes.
How long had you known him, Mr. Norris, at that point?
See, about 10 years.
10 years? Do you remember when you first came to know him about how old you were?
I was like 14.
14. Was he same age as you or older than you?
He older than me.
Did you go to the same school that he went to?
No, sir.
When you met him, when you were 14, was he rapping at that time?
Yes.
And Mr. Norris, did you go to high school in Jacksonville?
Yes, sir.
So I want to draw your attention, Mr. Norris, back to June of 2024, the time when Mr. Jones passed away. Do you recall traveling here to Tampa with him?
Yes.
And do you recall how you came down here, whose car it was?
His car.
His car? Was it just the two of you, or was there someone else with you?
It was me, him, and Robert.
Okay, Robert Howard?
Yes.
Do you remember who was driving on the way down?
They took turns.
Did you take turns driving?
No, sir.
So just Robert and Charles?
Yes, sir.
Now, at that time, when you would talk to Charles, how did you refer to him? What name did you refer to him by?
Just call him Foolio.
You called him Foolio?
Yes.
When you all came down from Jacksonville, do you remember the purpose for coming here to Tampa?
Celebrate his birthday.
Did Mr. Jones invite you on that trip?
Yes.
When you all arrived, do you remember where you stayed?
Yeah, we had a B&B.
Airbnb?
Yes.
Do you remember where that was?
It was like St. Pete.
St. Pete?
Yeah, around that area. I think.
Okay. Would that have been a Friday night?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we got here like on a Friday.
Okay. And then the following day, did you all end up going to another Airbnb?
Yes.
And was that in a different location?
Yes.
Were you aware that Mr. Jones was posting things on his Instagram account about his birthday party or about people coming to the Airbnb?
I know he was posting like promoting
You knew that he was promoting?
it. Yes.
So I want to move to the Saturday night when you're at the second Airbnb. Is Robert Howard there?
Yes.
And Charles is there?
Yes.
Were there some young ladies that came down from Jacksonville that evening or that day?
Yes.
Did you know those women?
His girlfriend came on that day and her cousin, but all the other people I ain't really know them.
Okay. So Charles Jones' girlfriend, what name did you know her by?
Armani.
Armani? Did you ever hear anyone call her Armani?
Yes.
And was there some type of a celebration or a party that night at the second Airbnb, that Saturday night?
Yes.
And you said there was people showing up that you didn't know?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you remember approximately how long that party lasted?
No, sir. I can't remember exactly how long it was.
At some point, did the party end?
Yeah, because we were finna get ready to leave the club, and the B&B lady basically came like, they were finna kick us out.
All right, you all were getting ready to leave
Yes.
to go anyways, but then the lady who owns the Airbnb kicked you out?
Yeah, she sent a call, like, sent the police, saying that like, it was a fight or something.
So the police came?
Yes.
Did you have to pack up a lot of stuff to take with you when you left?
Yeah, we had to get everybody's stuff out of B&B, because they had already left.
When you left the Airbnb that night, did you travel in Charles Jones' vehicle?
Yes.
And that's the same vehicle you came down here from Jacksonville in?
Yes.
And was that a Dodge Charger?
Yes.
So you leave the Airbnb, where do you all go?
Where the club goes? I think it was called Teasers or something like that.
Okay. And that was a club you went to
Yes.
here in Tampa?
I think that's what it was called. Yes.
Teasers?
Yes.
When you were driving from the Airbnb to the Teasers, other than you and Charles Jones, who else was in the car during that trip?
This one, Zay was in the car with us.
Who was?
Zay.
Xavier Edwards?
Yes.
Is that someone you know?
Yes.
Do you remember who was driving?
Zay was driving.
Xavier was driving?
Yes.
Do you remember where Charles Jones was sitting?
He was in the passenger seat.
Front passenger?
Yes.
When you all arrived at Teasers, were there already people there from the Airbnb or people from the party there?
No, like all of us like drove around at the same time, so we all met there.
Okay. When you all got there and met up, did you end up going inside of the club?
Yes.
And did Mr. Jones, did he make some kind of an appearance there at the club?
What you mean by opinion?
Well, did he perform, or did
Oh.
he do some kind of a show, or?
No.
Okay. Did he meet with people there?
Yeah, some other people he knew was there.
Okay. But you were aware that he had advertised that he, on his Instagram, that he was going to be there?
Yes.
And that's what I meant by an appearance, that he
Oh,
was
yeah.
going to be appearing there. Do you remember approximately how long you were there?
Probably like an hour or two.
Okay. During the time you were there, well, let me ask, you and Charles Jones are inside the club?
Yes.
Was Robert Howard inside the club?
Yes.
Was Armani and her cousin inside the club?
Yes. All of us inside the club.
You all were. Xavier?
Yes.
Did you know Tyfa McCrae?
Yes, that's my cousin.
Oh, you don't know, you know him as your cousin?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know the young lady that was accompanying him that evening?
I know of her, but I don't really know her.
Did you know another, well, let me move on. So you said you were there for a while, almost an hour or more than an hour?
Yes.
During the time you were there, Mr. Norris, did any issues or problems with anyone?
No, sir.
Any fights, anything like that?
No, sir.
Anyone threatening any of you?
No, sir.
Okay. Then at some point, you all leave?
Yes.
And when you leave, do you again travel in the Dodge Charger or in some other vehicle?
Same car, the Dodge Charger.
And who's driving this time?
Zay was still driving.
And was Charles Jones in the car?
Yeah, he was still in the passenger seat.
So when you leave Teasers, and did the other folks leave? Tyfa and Armani and her cousin
Yeah, we all went to the next club.
went to the next club. Okay. Did you know why you were going to the next club? Just,
That club, it was like boring, so we just went somewhere else.
okay. Still celebrating his birthday?
Yes.
Do you happen to know how old he was turning?
26.
26? When you got to the second club, did you all, after arriving there at some point, go inside?
Yes.
Do you remember if that required you all to go up any stairs or steps?
Yes.
Do you remember if Mr. Jones was doing anything with his phone, if he was live streaming or doing anything like that?
Yeah, he was recording a video.
He was recording a video? Did you ever see that?
Yes.
You all go into that club. What do you all do in that club?
We just party.
Just hung out?
Yes.
How long, do you remember how long you were at that club?
We were probably in there for like about 2 hours.
Till about 12?
I said about 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours, I'm sorry. At some point, do you leave?
Yes.
Do you know where you all went? Do you remember where you went?
Yeah, we went to the hotel.
Okay, so at that point, you all were just going to call it a night?
Yes.
So when you left there, what car did you drive in, or what car were you in?
Same Dodge Charger.
Do you remember who was driving?
Zay was driving.
So Xavier Edwards?
Yes.
And was Charles Jones in the car?
Still in the passenger seat.
So would that be the front passenger seat?
Yes.
Where were you sitting in the car?
I was in the back seat.
Back seat, okay. And you said you all went to the hotel.
Yes.
When you arrived at the hotel, do you remember pulling up in front of the entrance to the hotel?
Yes.
At some point during this time period, were you getting groggy or sleepy?
Yes.
And did you fall asleep at some point?
I fell asleep in the bed.
So did you fall asleep on the way there or right after getting there or when?
Right after getting there.
Do you remember if Charles Jones went into the hotel?
I mean, he had went in, then they saying like we couldn't get a room, and we came back in the car, and they were looking for hotels, and I not fall asleep.
Okay. Were they looking for hotels on their phones?
Yes,
And was Mr. Jones in the front passenger seat again?
yes.
Between the time that you got to Teasers and up to this point, did you have any reason to believe anyone was following you?
No, sir.
Or anyone was surveilling or watching you?
No, sir.
Do you remember at some point waking up or being woke up?
After the shooting is when I woke up.
Okay. Do you remember or did you ever figure out what woke you up? Was it
No.
movement or noise?
The
or-
car had hit something, and they had woke me up.
Okay. When you woke up, still in the back seat,
Yes.
what did you see when you woke up? What did you observe?
First thing I saw was Foolio laid up. And then I looked up, saw the holes in the window. I saw Jose covered in blood.
Did you at some point realize that you had been injured?
No, I didn't really realize that till we got in the hotel.
Okay. Did you realize when you woke up that you were no longer sitting in front of the hotel?
Yeah.
After you woke up and you see Mr. Jones and, well, let me ask you, is Mr. Jones, does he appear to you, what shape or condition does he appear to be in?
Like he gone.
He's gone? Okay. And when you saw Xavier with blood on him and you saw the window, the condition of the window, did you put all that together?
Yes, 'cause at first I thought we got in the car accident until I saw that.
You thought you got into a car accident?
Yeah, before I looked up, it saw like the bullet holes in the blood I thought it was that.
When you saw that, the bullet holes and the blood and the condition of your friend, what did you think at that point about your own safety, if anything?
Just trying to stay alive.
Just trying to stay alive?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you and Xavier Edwards leave the vehicle?
Yes.
Was Mr. Edwards saying anything to you?
It was just him and get out and come to the hotel.
He was telling you to get out of the car?
Yeah.
At that point, having seen the bullet holes through the windshield, did you have any idea where the people that had done that, where they were?
No, that's why we had ended up getting out of the car.
And you said you went into a hotel.
Yes.
Did you have to walk to the hotel or run there?
We had ran.
And did you go into the main entrance of the hotel?
Yes.
When you got into the hotel, what did you do?
We was trying to get help.
Did you find any employees when you went into the lobby?
Oh, sir.
Were you saying anything to try to get help?
We was screaming out for help.
Just screaming for help?
Yeah.
Did anyone respond or help?
No, sir.
Once you were in the lobby, where did you go?
We was like knocking doors trying to ask for help. Then we ended up going to like the third floor because we didn't know if people were still there.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said we had ended up getting on the elevator to go to the third floor because I don't know if they would have followed us there or not. So we just Went on third floor.
Okay. Before you get on the elevators, do you walk by any doors or any rooms in the hotel?
Yes,
Do you try to knock or get into those rooms?
yes. We tried to knock on doors to ask for help.
But nobody responded.
Nobody responded.
So you and Xavier go up an elevator?
Yes, sir.
At that point, what kind of condition is Xavier in?
He bleeding real bad, but he ended up falling against the wall. Like he felt this, like he finna die. He kept begging me not to let him die.
He was begging you not to let him die?
Yeah.
You said that you realized when you got into the hotel that you had been shot. When did you come to that realization? Was it in the lobby or once you were on the elevator?
When we got to the third floor, when he fell against the wall, he told me to check his head and make sure he didn't get hit in his head because he was bleeding a lot from his head. And when I looked down, I saw a hole in my arm.
Okay. But, okay, let me back up. So Mr. Edwards is asking you to check his head, you said?
Yes,
Because he's bleeding from his head.
yes,
And you ended up seeing that you had been shot.
yes.
Where were you shot?
My right arm,
Your right arm? What part of your right arm?
not the upper.
The upper part?
Yes,
Did you and Mr. Edwards end up on the floor at some point? Or did you sit down or lay down?
he when he fell against the wall, he was like on the floor, but I ain't really get on the floor till the police came.
Okay. What caused you to get on the floor?
The police made us get on the floor.
They made you get on the floor?
Yes,
Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to tender States Exhibit 91 and Exhibit 25A through D. That's 25 Alpha through Delta, and States Exhibit 91. Tendered for admission. 91 is in, counsel? Okay, thank you.
So to 25A through D, any objection? Mr. Gonzalez?
No objection.
Mr. Sonardi?
No objection.
Mr. Wise? Mr. Petrides? Okay, admitted.
Publishing States 91. Mr. Norris, I just want you to take a look at this. Does that photograph depict how the position you and Mr. Edwards were in when the police arrived?
yes.
Okay, now, on Mr. Edwards, is that blood on his face? I know that's not very good. Let me try to do something here. See if that helps. Nope. Can you see blood on his face?
Yes,
Okay. And your shirt was an all-white shirt,
yes,
but the red now on the shoulder, is that blood?
yes.
Did the police contact Tampa Fire Rescue or some
Yes,
EMT or paramedic that came to assist you?
yes,
And were you and Mr. Edwards both taken out of the hotel on gurneys?
yes,
Were you taken to a local hospital here in Tampa?
yes,
Do you remember law enforcement, police officers coming there to talk to you?
yes,
It'll publish States 25A. Is that you, Mr. Norris?
yes, sir.
Okay. B. Do you recall, did they give you pain medication?
Yes, sir.
25C is in Charlie. Let me orient it this way. Is that you laying in a hospital bed or in the emergency room?
Yes,
25D is in Delta. And a close-up of the wound to your arm. Let me ask you, how long were you in the hospital, Mr. Norris?
ain't leave till about 11 because I had to wait for my parents, wait for my dad to come to pick me up.
Okay. Was that the next day? Or how many days were you there in the hospital?
I got out a couple hours after.
A couple hours?
Yes.
Okay. So you mentioned your father, does he live in Jacksonville?
Yes.
So he traveled here from Jacksonville to come help you?
Yes.
And when he got you out of the hospital, did you all go back to Jacksonville that day?
Yes.
So I want to go back to the Airbnb and the party, so the beginning of the birthday party that night before you go to the clubs. While at the Airbnb, did you drink any alcohol?
I took one shot.
One shot?
Yes.
And then after getting to Teasers, did you have anything to drink at Teasers?
No, I wasn't a drinker then. That's like the only time I drunk.
I'm sorry?
So I wasn't a drinker then. That one shot, like the only shot I had took.
Okay. That's the only alcohol you had that night?
Yes.
Being that you were asleep during the shooting itself, did you ever see the people who were doing the shooting?
No, sir.
You got anything else? Okay. I'll tender the witness, Sean. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Mr. Norris.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Norris, I think you've told us that you knew Charles Jones, Foolio, since for about 10 years, correct?
Yes.
And you knew him very well.
Yes.
You saw him all the time. You spoke to him pretty much daily, correct?
Yes.
And you also know Tata because he's your cousin, correct?
Yes.
Okay? That'd be Tyfa McCray.
Yes.
Right? And you know Kenny Capps as well, correct?
Yes.
And you know,
Your Honor, I've just asked if counsel can identify who that is he's speaking about.
Yeah, is Kenny Capps a nickname, or is that a full name, or?
no, Judge, that would be
That's Robert.
I'm sorry,
Robert.
Robert Howard, correct?
He knows him as Kenny Capps?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
And what about Xavier Edwards, 55? You know 55?
Yes.
Do you also know him in other circles as Omerta?
That's the right name. Yes.
Okay. You're aware that Mr. Jones and the other gentleman that I named, they are part of 6 Block, correct?
This is what it say. Say it again.
6 Block. 6 Block is a gang.
I
Are
don't
you
know if
aware
it
of
was a
that?
gang. Not as a gang. No.
Okay, so you're not aware of 6 Block.
I haven't singing the songs now, but I don't know about it being a gang.
And I'm sorry, sir, I didn't understand your question, if you don't mind.
I say I heard in songs, but I don't know that it's like a gang. No, I don't know if it's a gang.
So you're telling me you only heard it in a song?
I'm saying I hear the song, but I'm saying I don't know that it's a gang. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. What is it you know it as?
I'm saying that's what they were singing the songs and stuff.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused. You knew it because you heard it in songs, but you didn't know it as a gang?
Yes.
Is that, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Okay. And did you listen to Charles Jones, Julio Foolio's music?
Yes.
Okay. Did you listen to other drill rappers' music?
Yes.
There are lots of drill rappers.
Objection, Your Honor, outside the scope.
I'll overrule at this point, but go ahead.
There are a number of different drill rappers, correct?
Yes.
And they all pretty much sing about the same thing, correct?
Yes.
When you came to Tampa, Mr. Norris, did you expect that there was going to be some kind of trouble?
No, we came here for celebrate his birthday.
How about Mr. Jones, Julio Foolio, or Mr. Howard, Mr. McCrae, Mr. Edwards? Strike that. Strike it. Were you aware before you went to Tampa that there was going to be trouble?
No.
You brought your gun with you, did you not?
Yes.
And you had it in the car, correct?
I was in my cousin's car.
Your cousin meaning Tata, Mr. McCrae.
Yes.
And there were times when you were in Tampa that you were in that car at certain times, correct?
No, I didn't ride one cousin.
I don't have anything further. Thank you, sir.
Okay, any questions, Mr. Sonardi?
Mr. Toomey may have some questions.
Okay, Ms. Toomey?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, so I just have a few questions for you. Would you agree with me that you don't know or you don't have any idea who was responsible for killing Charles Jones?
No, man, I don't know.
Okay. And Charles Jones was actually your cousin, correct?
Yes.
Yes? You were very close with him?
Yes, ma'am.
And you would also agree with me, there's a lot of different groups and a lot of different people that did not like Charles Jones, your cousin.
Objection, outside the scope, Your Honor.
Overruled, I'll give you a little bit of latitude on this. A little bit.
Correct?
Yes, a lot of people didn't like him.
And the reason why a lot of people didn't like him was because of his music, right?
Objection, speculation.
If he knows, if you know the answer, you can answer.
I guess so.
And it's not necessarily his music, but it's the content of his music, right?
Objection, speculation, Your Honor.
Answer, Mr. Norris, if you know.
I guess,
You don't know?
I'm saying, like,
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
can you repeat the question again?
A lot of people don't like or didn't like your cousin Charles Jones because of his music, the content of his music,
Yeah, you could say that.
correct?
Yes, you could say that.
Because he says a lot of stuff in his music that people don't like, right?
Okay, listen, I'm not gonna have him guess about people, so he's already indicated to you regarding people generally responding to Mr. Jones and his music, but I'm not gonna have him keep guessing what,
That was gonna be my
People.
last question, Judge.
okay, very good.
So am I allowed to?
Yeah, you can ask it, then we need to move to the next topic.
There's a lot of people that didn't like Charles Jones because of the stuff that he would say in his music, right?
Yeah.
Now, you don't know who Davion Murphy is, do you?
No, ma'am.
And you don't know who Rashad Murphy is, do you?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Wise, any questions?
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Morris, you don't know Sean Gathright, correct?
No.
In fact, before he was arrested in connection with this case, you'd never even heard that name, right?
No.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and Mr. Petrides?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You did know Isaiah Chance, correct?
Yeah, I talked to him on social media. But other than that, no.
Did you ever see him? You did see him out at a club, though, correct? Once?
Yeah, I saw him in the club before.
Was that at Club Elevation?
Yes.
Where did you see him out in the parking lot?
Yeah, when we were leaving the club.
Were a lot of people out in the parking lot at that time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is that a common practice in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know someone nicknamed Mizzle, possibly Jaquez Taylor?
Yes.
Was he with you in Tampa during this incident?
Yes.
Was he in the clubs with you all in Tampa?
Yes.
Are you aware of Isaiah Chance's music? Is that something you listen to?
No.
Were you aware of it?
I don't saw it pop up on my timeline before, but I never really listened to it. I saw it pop up on my timeline before, but I never really listened to it.
Okay. And the Home 2 Suites, the hotel, that was not a pre-planned destination that night, correct? That was a last-minute decision, correct?
Oh, yeah. We ended up trying to find that when we got the last club.
So you didn't start looking for that hotel until you're at the last club?
Yes.
And you didn't see anything before or after the shooting of anybody else, correct?
Say it again?
You didn't see anyone suspicious before or after the shooting?
Oh, no, sir.
That's all I have. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Sir, may I ask one follow-up question?
yes, yes.
Mr. Norris, you don't know Rashad Murphy, do you?
No.
Thank you.
Okay, redirect.
Mr. Norris, you've known Charles Jones, you said, since you were 14?
Yeah, about 14 years.
So you were asked if you were his cousin. Are you his blood cousin, or is that just something you all refer to each other as cousins?
Yeah, I refer as cousin.
You were first cousin?
It's not referred to each other as cousins.
You refer to each other as cousins. Okay. Let me ask you about the handgun. Was it a handgun, a pistol that you brought with you
Yeah.
here to Tampa when you all came down?
Yeah.
First of all, do you legally possess that, legally own it?
Yes.
And did your cousin Tyfa, did he bring that down, or did you bring it down?
It was my gun was in his car.
It was in his car, right?
Yes.
All right, so this isn't a gun that you were carrying on your person in any of these clubs or anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right. Anything else? I have no other questions.
Okay, may this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Norris, you're free to go. All right, state, who's your next